Hi everyone! In this video, I'm going to walk you through the OXI META and show you how I use it in my setup. One common misconception with Meta is that it's aimed only to Eurorack users, but in fact, it works great with any kind of electronic instrument. I have a sequence running here from the OXI One Mark II into the Digitact, and Meta is sitting on the master, so all the effects are applied to the full mix. We'll go through all the effects one by one: space, riser, filter, looper, delay and gator. Let's begin with space. This is a reverb effect, and it's great for creating breakdowns or adding tension. It offers two kinds of reverbs: a classic long tail one with tone and filter control, and an experimental reverb that goes from shimmery to deep black hole textures. I like to use it to create dramatic breaks. Let's listen to it. As I bring it in slowly, we can hear the sound opening up, becoming wider and more atmospheric. If I push it further, it completely washes out the track. Great to create a big contrast when you go back to the dry signal. It works beautifully for dubby or slower style, but also in more driving tracks when we want a dramatic moment. It works also really well when you remove your main drum parts, pushing the feedback and resonance a lot to then bring back everything. Next is riser. This effect is great for building energy before a drop. We have two kinds of risers, one based on noise buildup and the other on a shepherd tone buildup. Let's listen to the first one. I'll mute the kick to focus on the melodic part. As I turn it up, the pitch rises, the tension builds, and it feels like the track is about to explode into the next section. Here I'm also increasing the filter with the control knob. And finally, back to the dry signal. Now let's try the shepherd tone with the same workflow. Great! Riser is one of the classic tools for transitions, but here you have it right at your fingertips. Now, onto the filter. This one is simple and effective. It's a DJ-style low-pass and high-pass filter with resonance control. This is one of my favorite ways to control dynamic in a set. You can do subtle sweep for movement or big cuts when you want to reset the energy. Remember, you can use this anytime to create variations, not necessarily just for transitions. Here's the looper. I like to use it more as a variation or surprise element rather than a transition effect. When I activate it, Meta captures a slice of the track and repeats it. I advise you to use it when Meta is clocked. Here I removed my kick and created a loop. If you play with it, you can add interesting repetitions. If I shorten the loop, it gets tighter and more glitchy, almost like a stutter effect. This is a super fun way to break the flow and grab the listener's attention. Now let's add some delay. It comes with a reverb wash and a high and low pass filter. It gives you a lot of room to have fun with your track. At a low level, it gives you nice and subtle echoes, just enough to add some depth. If you turn it up, you'll hear the repeats becoming stronger, until it creates this big dub-style wash. It's perfect for stretching out transition or filling space between phrases. Let's hear it first with the high-pass filter. Here I'm increasing it slowly to create the perfect moment to go back to the dry signal. Now let's do the same with a low-pass filter. If you use it subtly, you can create really nice groove patterns. Finally, let's check out the gator, another one that I recommend using clocked. You have a gator with time division control and built-in high-pass filter, and a snare roll built up with reverb and built-in high-pass filter. Let's start with the gator. It's another great way to create a surprise effects. When I switch it on, it chops the sound rhythmically. You can hear how the music turns up into pulses that follow the tempo. It's great for IDM and glitchy stuff. It's a quick way to add energy and movement, especially on sustained pads or drone. Now let's hear the roller, great to create transition. With a control knob, you can change the speed of the roll and go as crazy as you want. So that's a quick run through Meta effect. Meta's effects. Space, riser, filter, looper, delay, and gator. Each one gives you a different way to reshape your track and make it more exciting. The real magic comes when you start combining all the effects together. That's where Meta can really transform your performance. I'll see you next time.